This midget man was on this man's back, all his weight on the neck. He going back. How the man gonna survive that? Selling some cigarettes. How much money he's getting selling cigarettes, Brandon? Is he making $12 a day? is he making $16 a day out of expenses? Disclaimer, people. Me and Brandon are Black Americans. In our culture, to survive, we had to make light of tough situations.
True.
So it may be instance we start giggling. just to make it through the hate. All right.
Right.
So that's our culture. Because we said something like on one of our videos, we was laughing about, I guess, somebody getting ass with Black people, and we started like laughing and stuff.
Yeah.
So they don't know that's our culture. You had to make light of the bad stuff just to make it through.
Right. And I think other groups need to try to do the same thing and not be so sensitive, because, you know, the stuff we endure, that's all we can do. We can't fight back. We can't cry. And you think if we start crying, they'll do something. Oh, look at the little Negroes. They're crying. Let's give them some money. No, that's not going to work. So we ain't getting no handout. So we just have to laugh. We have to laugh through it.
The guy on Duck Dynasty said this about 10, 20 years ago. He said blacks doing Jim Crow slavery, they was happy. They was always singing and dancing. So he don't know that was a survival tactic,
right,
to deal with the cruelty you was putting those through. Right. So, but on the outside, they always happy, singing and dancing.
No. That's a defense mechanism.
All right, Brandon, we're gonna talk about some of. I left out all the vandalism. I left out all the passing out paraphernalia of anti-Semitic stuff. I left all that stuff out. So we only go now. This is on their website, the ADL website. I got it today. Look at this. This first one's from November the 12th. It says a man approached a Universal Michigan student, grabbed her arm, and made an anti-Semitic comment. Brandon, you better shut up, Brandon. Cause that really happened, Brandon.
I hear you.
This is hate. This is hate. All right, let's go. Let's go to the next one. A man threw a rock at a window of a Jewish school on the Upper East Side. This is Manhattan, New York. Somebody threw a rock at the window. All right. Now here's November the 9th, 2022. Now this is off their website today. Anti-hate. A anti-Semitic Black Hebrew Israelite group protested outside the Barclays Center. I think that's a Brooklyn basketball thing.
Right.
Now, Brandon, how hell is a protest a damn hate event?
And that's the thing. Like, they have a religion. They believe the opposite of what the Jews believe. So, of course,
how you know they believe the opposite?
Well, they just have a difference of how history happened. I'm just gonna say that. So they have not necessarily opposing beliefs, but you know, one side believes one thing, the other side believes another thing. I don't think that if somebody protests or they speaking their truth, it's an attack on you necessarily. Especially when it's, you know, this group don't have any power. They can't do anything. They're just outside with bullhorns. Because I've seen them on the streets. I've watched some interviews and how they do certain people on the streets trying to convince them what's going on. But that's not a hate crime,
but
in my eyes.
But you see why I said a black person used a Bill of Rights? They put the word black. They had to put the word black in there. Hebrew. So ain't Hebrew Semitic people anyway? So how can you hate your own self?
I don't know. That's the mystery.
How about November the 8th, 2022? A group of 4 individuals attacked at an Orthodox Jew man, knocking his head off. Brandon? A man got his head knocked out.
right.
Now, how did that make this website, Brandon?
I have no, because you need to put something up there, and if that's all you got, that's all you got. And look at one of the New York Post did the Black Israelites thing. That's their source. This is just very interesting.
A protest is hate, and a man head fell on the ground. That's another hate thing. But I'm gonna break it down at the end. All right, let's go to another one. An individual threw water and garbage at an elderly Jewish man. A group of teenagers attacked 3 Jewish students, pelling them with eggs, punching one of them. I don't like violence, the eggs, and yelling "Free Palestine." Brandon, that sounds like a bunch of kids throwing eggs. Who got a carton of eggs riding with them in the car?
But this is my thing. Even if I want to say these are some real attacks and people really don't like that group of people, so what? People don't like. But listen. We can't just favor one group because people don't like black people. People don't like Asian people. People don't like white people, and people will attack these people too the same way at a higher rate as well.
You're right. I'll go break it down too.
Go ahead. All right, go ahead.
But keep going.
But I'm just saying, like, we cannot just show favoritism. It's blatant favoritism to this group, and it's because they control the media, and that's everybody's point, and why it looks a little funny, because we all are getting attacked. I'm not saying they're not getting attacked, because they clearly are getting attacked, and people do feel a certain type of way towards them. But at the scale or at the rate they're talking about, no, I don't think anything is going to happen where it's another H word or something that they need to be worried about. Why? I don't understand why they're so concerned with this. Like, it's going to just get out of hand when we're the ones dying in the streets daily, when we're the ones being thrown in jail wrongfully. It just doesn't make any sense how, they should be fighting for us. They should be caping for us.
This group's supposed to fight for racial injustices.
Right.
But when you click on the website, this one comes up first. This one comes up first. All right, Brooklyn, New York. It sounds like people need to get out of New York. Brooklyn, New York. Jewish teenagers punching the back of the head while riding a bike. I feel sorry. That's violence. I don't like that. Now, here's a bad one, Brandon. Here's a bad one. A brick is thrown through the window of a synagogue. Now, that's bad. I'll say that's bad.
Right. But listen, no, it's not bad. It's people with real crimes going on. Like, there's people being R-worded right now. Like, people being killed, stabbed, like all kind of stuff. Robbed at gunpoint. These. I'm not saying that with this stuff right here isn't serious, but we've got some other things we need to be focused on.
Now, are these words, Brandon, or weapons? I'm about to quote Dave Chappelle, his sitcom he did the other day, Saturday Night Live.
Okay.
I have been in Hollywood, and this is just what I saw. It's a lot of Jews, like a lot. But that doesn't mean anything. There's a lot of black people in Ferguson, Missouri.
Right.
But that doesn't mean we run the place.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what you think about that statement, Brandon? Now, that statement, it can be loaded and unloaded, because it can read both ways.
But like I said, he's taking a shot and then pulling it back too, and trying to diffuse it at the same time. But like you say, he's clever. He's clever. He's making a point and then unmaking it too. But the point has already been made.
There you go. But yeah, you're right. That I mean, Dave Chappelle is very clever in his jokes.
Mm-hmm.
Because he said it's a lot of black people in Ferguson. Tell me to control it. Like, I ain't saying.
But we already know, right? We already know.
Now, this is the CEO of the ADL. What religion you think this guy is, Brandon?
Well, I cannot look at a man and tell what kind of religion he is.
I tell you, per the internet, is a Jewish man.
Of course.
All right. So, why they always got problems with other people? Well, I don't know. All right. He said, this is what he said.
Mm-hmm.
We shouldn't expect Dave Chappelle to serve as society moral compass, but disturbingly to see this Saturday Night Live not just normalizing but popularizing anti-Semitic. Why are Jews' sensitivities denied or diminished at almost every turn? Why does our trauma triggers a applaud?
But Tom, before we answer what he's gonna say, like, people have just started to say stuff about Jews again. Like, we couldn't even talk about it. So it's just funny that now Dave Chappelle said something about it. Now it's like, we don't care. We're not being sensitive enough. We make fun of everybody.
It's black man begin to say stuff. That's the kicker.
Mm. But why is that an issue? Because we should be at the bottom. We need to hush. How dare we speak about something like that?
It's an issue because just like I forgot this Green. I think his last name Greenbelt. He said they sensitivities are being denied or diminished. So when you say these words, it feels like you are hurting them, and your words are becoming weapons in their point of view.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how you feel. You can't tell them how to feel, okay?
But it's my thing. An officer put his knee on a black man, and he was saying he couldn't breathe. He literally was saying he couldn't breathe and died from law enforcement. And people still don't even believe he died. He was an agent. It was a this or that, or you know what I'm saying? This man really lost his life. Like, we've had so many instances where we've lost our life, not just being talked about. If we could just have that, I think we would be okay. But we're under attack. We're being killed. We're being thrown in jail, and we still laugh it off. We still just just accept it as normal. I wish we could, and this is what Kanye was saying. He's saying he wished he could be like the Jewish people sometime, because I think he feels like they have it easier.
Brandon, I can't speak for black people, but I can say black people would change places of getting rocks thrown at your window, versus getting them bullets
right
from the government, from local government busting at your ass.
Right.
I think black people would switch places than getting choked out in the middle of the streets in New York than having a guy head falling off. Now, hold on, let me find it. Hold on. That's at the bottom. This is the bottom, head fat falling out. But Garner, what's the game? Great Garner with it, selling cigarettes. They choked his ass out, brother. This little midget man, I said the word midget, yes. This midget man was on this man's back, all his weight on the neck. He going back. How the man gonna survive that? Selling some cigarettes. How much money he's getting selling cigarettes, Brandon? Is he making $12 a day? Is he making $16 a day out of expenses?
Right.
Come on.
Is that worth losing your life over? You know what I'm saying?
No.
Like right. But that's how they do it.
Let me be a police officer. I sell all the cigarettes you want to. I don't give a hoot. Today, what kind of crime is that, Brandon?
Right, bootlegging.
You evading taxes, and the person who's choking you out, he lying on his taxes. So he can lie on federal taxes, but you can't lie on these state. You can't lie on these state taxes by selling these cigarettes.
And not to mention that, remember Ahmaud Arbery? How did you feel about that case? Because it was law enforcement, but it was like retired law enforcement, and they were making it seem like he was doing something wrong. We don't know what he was doing. Like I said, he could be jogging. He could be looking at property. He might be breaking the law.
We knew he was doing.
Same
thing me and you both did. Looked at places before they got built.
I've done it. Right. So should we die because of that? Should we have guns pulled on us because of that?
Brandon, they ain't the whole story, Brandon.
Well, go ahead. That's what I don't know how you feel about it.
They let the people go for 8 weeks.
There you go.
They said ain't no crime here.
Right. And that's the scary thing. They end up getting caught because they were sharing the video, which is, just discussing in a different way. Like, and somebody it leaked out that they did that. And then they got arrested and then they got prosecuted. So it was a chance that they never even got caught if they just wasn't sharing the video like they were. Imagine
this, Brandon. You are a sound citizen, correct?
That's right.
You try not to commit crimes. I don't know. You probably been years or decades last time you commit a crime, correct?
That's true. Yeah.
Now you go out for a run. Now this hypothetically, I'm just talking. You go out for a run, then your wife get a phone call. You've been shot to death.
Right.
What sense does that make, Brandon?
It don't make any at all. But then they'll say, "Well, you was doing something wrong." Like I want to know what they tell the family. Like, what happened? We shot him in the street. He was doing, like, it had to be something where they didn't go to jail. Like what did they tell him?
This is Georgia. I mean? It was it's stand your ground, self-defense. This was three mans with pistols and rifles versus one guy.
Right, unarmed.
They feared for
That's crazy.
Right. And they had 2 trucks. You see how
that's crazy. We're laughing because there's pain.
Watch this whole video. Just don't edit our stuff at the beginning. When I said black folks were live over tragedy stuff, that's how we get through it. Right. But that joke is serious, man.
It is.
3 adult males, 2 pistols, a shotgun, a pickup truck,
right,
a cheap ass car, video cameras, and y'all lined up like the damn military going down the street chasing the guy down. I don't know he had shoes on at the time.
Or they tried to say he had boots on or something. But so the outcome was he's dead in the street, and we call it 911. Yeah, he was trying to attack us. Oh yeah, wait, how many guns did y'all have? We had like 4 guns, and he was unarmed.
No, they this is the prosecutor, Georgia prosecutor. Only thing he had on him was those long, dirty fingernails, toenails. That's what the prosecutor said. That's on the books.
Oh, it is. That's real.
Yes, the prosecutor described he had dirty toenails. And they showed the video after they killed this man in the street. Pop, pop, cops coming in there. The guy in the back who shot the damn video, he get back to painting his damn porch like nothing happened. You kill a man and you painting the damn porch. It's like that happened.
Like right, because you got off. You like, woo.
I can see you paint the porch. A guy breaking your house and you do it, but now you chase a person down in the car and kill him, and you up here painting a poster, painting the damn porch. Now, Brandon, check this out. I'm gonna show our Jewish brothers how to stop all this hate outside. It's not right. America is not right, man. But I learned this in elementary school. If you don't blend in, people gonna pick on you.
That's true.
If you don't blend in, people gonna pick on you.
No matter what race, no religion, or what, it don't matter. Louis, have you been picked on before? Have you been?
Yeah, because I'm fat.
Right. Have I been picked on? Yes, I have.
Because you got big ears.
There you go.
So if you don't blend in, people are going to pick on you. And they go, see, it's something called white privilege, Brandon.
Mm-hmm.
People think as they get, I guess, I don't know how white people think, but they may think as they get adult, they don't have to blend in no more because they got white privilege. Nah, you got to blend in. Mm-hmm. You got to be just like the minority. Because watch this. If I walk around with some skinny jeans, pants hanging off my ass, a Gucci belt, Michael Jordans, and a cell phone in my hand with a tight shirt, what you call me, Brandon?
Not a hipster, but you're with the hip hop culture. I'll say that. Like I said, I'm
like Turk. I'm young and thugging. You know what I mean? See, if you don't blend in, or if according how you dress, people go pick on you or not. Mm-hmm. Police see a group of guys dressed a certain way, they go pull them over. That's called profiling. Mm-hmm. So profiling can work with non-law enforcement too.
That's true.
So you walking down the street. With you have the right to do, but you walking down the street, especially like a street like in New York, somebody may pick on you or somebody may do something to you.
Yeah.
So, man of the metaverse, at least me over here, Mr. First Amendment, do what the military tells you. Blend in.
That's true. But
don't wear your uniform outside.
Let me say this too. It's a lot of mental health issues going on in the world that are going unchecked, especially in New York. I don't know if you've heard stories about people on the subway, or it's a lot of people that's going through a lot of stuff. So somebody may attack you. You may feel like it's a hate crime. It might just be somebody crazy attacked you.
And a coincidence, since this is life, they may not know your religion. You just have to be a Christian, and then you get attacked. Since a man attacked me, I'm not a Christian, but I believe in Jesus. Are they a Jesus hater? Could they hit me?
Right.
No, you just had a hat on.
Maybe we should do that. We should. It's because I'm Christian. We can't do that. That don't even make sense. Do it.
Yeah, doing some research. Catholics get attacked a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of people attack Catholics, and black people. I hate to say it, I could talk about it later. Black people get attacked a lot too, more than others. But blend in. If you could blend in, you'll get attacked less. People won't be throwing eggs at you or knocking off your hat.
Right.
Or grabbing your arm.
Keep your head on a swivel. You can't just be standing around, just looking around. Especially
hey, Brady, you remember when I bought that wrestling belt?
Yeah. Yes.
That belt. The belt
track there. A lot of yes. Track and a lot of
at football game, and the grown man talking about take that belt. You see how that attention to track. I'm 16, and a grown man talking about he'll take my wrestling belt.
Right.
He let it take his now. He probably 50 something whip his ass. but okay.
When you do stuff like that, when you have stuff, that's what happens. Chains, a belt, shiny stuff. That's just what people go after. But go ahead.
At the same time in America, why our Jewish brothers are getting attacked. 7 buildings in Mississippi, black buildings got burned to the ground, brother. Out here, no damn news coverage. Look at this happens so often.
and we, like I said, we laughing, but it's not funny. This is sad, but just how the hypocrisy is, it just don't make any sense. Like, should this man be screaming and getting all the coverage, or people should be donating money and feeling bad for him? But no, we got to focus elsewhere.
I won't say hypocrisy, Brandon. I say marginalization.
Okay, that's a better term.
Our buildings, our people are not valued. So you could burn Mississippi, could go to the only town that makes money in the Mississippi, Jackson, Mississippi, and burn stuff down.
But let me ask you this: who would burn a black church down?
I can't.
You don't have to answer that, but
no. Well, I can say this: most likely ain't no black person, or there ain't no Hispanic person either. So I can tell you that. So you pick, and it probably ain't no Chinese person either. Oh, excuse me, that's racist. Excuse me. It probably ain't racist. It probably ain't no Asian person.
Asian person. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it ain't no Spanish or Hispanic. Ain't Asian, it ain't black, so it's the other group.
But let me ask you this: so, but people don't see color, so you think they just when whoever's burning these churches, it just always seems like it's always a black church that's getting burned, or a black
or
area,
Catholic,
or Catholic. It's sometimes, yeah, sometimes. But I'm just saying, people say they don't see color or they don't worry about religion when they do. That's something people go after, but it's not just one group or one race that's being attacked.
You can take Dylan Roof, for example, if you want to talk about something. This man. His whole family knew he was down with this ideology. They don't say nothing. He goes out here. He got that little pussy ass haircut. he get a gun. He goes to Charleston. He looked it up. He said, "I want to take out a senator of South Carolina." He goes to Charleston, fellowship with these people. During mental fellowships, he pulls out a pistol. I think a 45 or 40 cal, and start doing this killing. Kills like 13 people. Hits the road, goes to North Carolina. The FBI, police, whoever gets him. His stomach started grumbling. He got a little hungry. They took him to Burger King. They got him they didn't treat him good. They didn't get on Whopper. They got on Whopper Junior. He was a criminal. You know what I mean?
But would they have done that to any criminal, or is it just they felt a connection with him? No matter what he did, they still felt sorry for him. They felt sorry for him. They said, "Man, you didn't have to do this. They bad already. You don't have to make it worse." Quit talking. You don't have to make it worse. And you see, and that's how people get crazy in the head. Yeah. We at the bottom already. Why keep people at the bottom? Right.
But imagine this. Another group at the top.
Right.
And they get mad when people at the bottom kick them from the top. I don't know.
Do you remember what Obama did? He went to the church and started singing a hymn, and that was the outcome with that. Like,
Obama said, "I ain't the president of black people. I'm the president of all America." That's his quote. So
right.
He knew he had to say that to get another vote in. That's how he got elected.
Right.
Now, Brandon, me and you can't do this. Now, I told you on the screen, hold on. Other people can do this, right? You see?
Okay.
They can go to you can blend in. But me and Brandon cannot do this. So we constantly have to have our head on the swivel. For how many years now, Brandon?
38.
30? Nah, shit. How about the black people? How many years?
We talking about after slavery?
I say this: black people had to have their head on swivel since the 1400s. It was out. It was out of black people going to trap you up.
Well, really, since the beginning of time, really.
No, it wasn't like that. It wasn't like that beginning of time, Brandon.
So you think tribes wasn't fighting, or the small groups weren't fighting?
They was, but not like. Okay, tell me this: how many castles with high ass walls you see in Africa? But according to the Bible in Jericho, they put them big. That's Middle East. They put them big ass walls up. And then you go up a little north in Europe. They got them castles with the moats and the walls. We didn't have to do all that fighting like that, man. You had it there. Why you put a Brandon? Why you think
you're hoarding resources and you're not sharing, and you're worried about somebody coming and stealing and taking over?
And
you
wasn't
should
like
be
that
working together. Yeah, it wasn't like that
until other people came in and messed us up. And that's a problem with black people. We hate, like, look at this. Me and Brandon will kill each other, but we'll heal up another person who don't look like us.
or look up to another person, like, buy into all his ideologies and want to be just like him, and you'll try to kill me. You know what I'm saying?
Remember that, people. The walls of Jericho in the Middle East, they was always fighting. When you go to the medieval time, they got the drawbridge that let down with knights and archers up top with walls because people ready to try to take it. I ain't seen not one wall. I ain't seen a fence in that. So it wasn't like that. It wasn't till other people came in there. But me and Brandon cannot do this. So we always got to have a head on a swivel. I think that's